Hi everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about the psychology and film assignment that's due this week. First of all, be sure to note that it's due on Thursday, not on Saturday. Thursday by 11:59 p.m. So what you need to do for this assignment is watch any movie that you want. Any movie that's not in the theater that is either streaming or you have it on DVD is fine to watch. And I think you can pick any movie. It does not have to be one that looks like it has psychological content. It's actually better if you pick one that doesn't have obvious psychological content. So choose a movie and watch it. And then what I want you to do is pick out 5 different aspects of psychology from 5 different modules that we have covered in the class. Choose only the ones that we have covered in the class, not ones that we haven't covered. And also make sure that those 5 modules are from 3 different areas. So, for example, the disorders section in the book has 5 different modules. I don't want you to use all of your modules from the same area. So make sure that it's from at least 3 different areas. And the areas are things like learning, memory, disorders, personality, therapy, social psych. So some of those, like social psych, there's I think 5 modules in that section of the book. Make sure you choose modules from at least 3 different sections. You can choose them from 5 different sections, that's just fine. So when you watch the movie, keep track of the psychological content. And then when you're writing your paper, make sure that you incorporate that psychological content into your paper. So you'll be describing what's happening in the movie, and you will incorporate the psychological content as you go. It's probably the easiest way to do it, showing your knowledge of the psychology. So keep in mind, this is a paper where you need to show your knowledge of the psychological content, not your knowledge of the movie. Though, of course, you're going to be talking about the movie. I just don't want you to spend most of the paper on the movie and only a little bit on the psychology. You really need to spend most of the paper on the psychology. And be sure to give examples from the movie that demonstrate whatever it is you're talking about. On the syllabus, I've given an example about To Kill a Mockingbird, which is one of my favorite movies. There's a scene in To Kill a Mockingbird where some of the people in the town come to the jail and they want to lynch Tom Robinson. And Atticus comes and is trying to talk them out of it. And then Scout comes along as well. And what you could do is talk about a couple of different things. For example, Scout starts talking to the people in the crowd and asking them about their children and how they're doing. And the example that I think of from social psychology is de individuation. So, de individuation is when people in a group are much more likely to do things that they would never do on their own. So this is an example. One person probably wouldn't come and try to lynch Tom Robinson, but a group of them together have done this. But what happens is Scout starts talking to them, making them realize who they are. De-individuation also indicates that we do things in a group that we would never do because we don't really think about ourselves as who we are anymore. We think of ourselves as part of a large group. This is why things happen in groups that never happen when people are alone. And what happens is Scout starts talking to them and they start to realize that they're not just a group, that they're individuals, and the crowd disperses and they go away. So what you would want to do is you'd want to explain both the concept from the book and the example from the movie that explains it. And be sure also, because it's going to make it a lot easier for me, to indicate which modules you're talking about. You can either put it in parentheses at the end of like a sentence or a section, just put, module 18, for example. Or you can, if you want to, say, as shown in module 45, and then go on and talk about whatever it is you want to. Just however you want to do it, it's fine with me. Just let me know which modules you are referring to so I can tell. The paper is going to be typed and double spaced, and when you get it done and you're ready to turn it in, you will go to the assignment page on Canvas and just click on the Psychology and Film Assignment link. And then when you click on that, you'll see a Submit Assignment. So all you do is submit that and upload it to the class. Make sure it's a Word document, a DOC or a DOCX. If you don't use Word, you can probably save it as a Word document. And if there's an issue, please let me know and we'll figure something out. If you have any questions about the assignment, please do let me know. And just remember, it's due on Thursday, not Saturday. Just don't want you to forget about that. All right, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.